Hello guys and welcome back. Gobbins here, and in today's video I'm going to give you guys a few tips to get skill points, money, and what I find to be the best things to spend your skill points on for a beginner. First of all, I'm going to show you a prepper stash. Prepper stashes are important as these give you large bundles of cash and 3 skill points. So I highly recommend finding these and doing these as soon as you can and as much as you can. Where you find prepper stashes are from liberating outposts, freeing civilians, and rescuing hostages. Sorry, I couldn't think of the last one there. Each prepper stash has a little challenge or puzzle of sorts to allow you to access it. This one here, power is off, as you can see. I've done this one before, so I know how to do it. Power's up, as you can see. And the way you get the power on is you have to get in that top room there and flick the power switch. I already knew the route, as I said. I've done this one before. But another bonus to prepper stashes are some prepper stashes include vehicles, such as cars, boats, whatever. Vehicles that you can't get from anything else other than doing a prepper stash. There you are, that was that one prepper stash complete. As you can see at the end of it, here's the bundles of cash I was talking about, and there's underneath is the 3 skill point books to get. Each prepper cache also has random guns laying around and parts or materials to craft bombs and whatever. These are handy to new players as well, as you may not have the money yet to pay for the parts or attachments for your weapons. In this part, I'll show you my personal preferences of what skill points you should get first and why. As you can see, I've got a lot of the perks already unlocked, and this is mostly due to the fact that I've done a lot of prepper stashes. First one I'd recommend getting is a grapple hook. Grapples are important to have because there's a lot of locations in the world that you can't get to without a grapple hook, and in fact, there's a lot of prepper stashes you can't get to without a grapple hook. I say a lot, I know of one. Parachutes are handy to have, as you could jump out of planes, jump out of helicopters, fall off cliffs, and these things could save your life and also help you get to different locations. Wingsuits are handy to have because of the same reasons, but also because with a wingsuit you can scale much further distances, and it can be a really handy way to get to places faster, as you saw at the start of the video. Airdrop's handy to have, although I wouldn't necessarily recommend getting this first. I'm just showing you for the wingsuit. They're handy to have because you could fast travel to the location and use an airdrop instead, and once you airdrop you can use the wingsuit to get to, say, a prepper stash much faster. King of the Jungle is handy to have because with King of the Jungle, any wild animals you find will prioritize enemies over you, and if they attack you, they'll do less damage than they normally would. Harvest Master is good to have because obviously plants you pick up 2 of or more of, and the skins you pick up from animals sell for more. I recommend you get this first over the King of the Jungle, but only if you don't die to animals easily. If you die to animals easily, get King of the Jungle first, obviously. And finally, Locksmith. Locksmith's handy to have, as there's a lot of doors and safes you can't get into without them. Or, should I say, without the key. And it just bypasses a lot of time. So if you go and hunting for keys that you can't find for a really long time, if you have this thing, you can just unlock the door and that's the problem solved. Here, I'm going to show you some items you can purchase at a store. Any store, doesn't matter. You just go to the items menu, and at the bottom page, or the bottom part, sorry. These here reveal the locations of collectibles around the world. The reason why I recommend these, although they're not essential to get straight away, I recommend these because nearly in each collectible's location that you find, there's a skill book. And I'll be showing you just one collectible at the moment, which is lighter, and I'll show you some vinyls in a short while. So yeah, as you see on the map, this has shown me where the lighter was, so this is why I'm at this location. I find where I put the marker, see it there. Nearly most lighters are in some sort of bunker or house. Little shortcut there. And as you can see on the bed there, there's a skill book I was talking about. That's why I recommend you get these, because every skill book you can get is, well, it's important to have. It's much handier. It makes the game a lot easier if you have them. I will say this, you cannot buy these collectibles, locations for the collectibles even, unless you have been given the quest to go get the collectibles first. So I would recommend you collect the side quests for each collectibles, and then buy the collectible locations. And now on to a vinyl for you. Right, here we are. I've just fast travelled to another location, and in this location it has a vinyl. As you can see, it's exposed through the wall thanks to the fact that we have that locations revealed from the things we paid for earlier on. If you remember from the skill earlier on, Locksmith, and I mentioned safes, there's a skill here in case you forgot which one I was talking about. This one here, as you see, it says unlock safes and doors. These safes are handy because nearly every safe has money in it. Some safes can have silver bars. My final tip for money here is with the Harvest Master perk that we bought earlier on. After you've hunted a fair few animals, as you can see, each animal has a much higher value for their pelts or skins or whatever. That's why I highly recommend you have that skill and go out hunting for about 15-30 minutes, because after you've done that and you've come back and sold it, you have had a massive increase in your money. And for a beginner, that's very important earlier on.